All right, so we're live again. Aim to out of the abyss, picking up where we last left off a week ago. You've found yourself imprisoned by the drow. You weren't alone, there were several prisoners here with you. You spent several days doing chores and hearing a little bit about some of the gossip in the camp. Jorlan, who is your primary jailer, had grown angry with Ilvara, the priestess in charge of this camp, and had offered to set you free. However, before he was able to open your cage, some kind of extremely nasty creature, it looks like a bipedal bird almost, a vulture-like face, long arms that go down all the way to the floor, and massive talons, ripped Jorlan in half, leaving the keys just outside your cell. Boglet was able to free himself from the manacles and unlock the door with his lockpicks.
So the keys are like right here? Oh, I can't ping. Why can't I ping?
Ping doesn't work for some reason on the isometric maps, I don't know.
The keys are like right here?
Correct.
Alright, well, I'll step forward and try to grab them.
All right. You will notice everyone should be in the initiative now. And I need you to go ahead and roll initiative. Is there anyone not in it?
I am not.
Hell yeah.
Are we rolling for the NPCs too?
Or they
Yes.
play during our turn.
I
Or
didn't
actually,
see
we'll just
the
have them
roll.
go on your turn. We'll have them go on your turn. That's way easier, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think I have a token for Shushar on the board.
All right.
I was there for a second and then I disappeared.
That for
There we go. Oh. Happened again. Hey.
I'm just removing NPCs from the board that are going to go on you guys' turns. All right, so Boglet, as you approach Jorlan's body, the massive vulture-like creature lunges forward like to swipe at you. You can see it's filled with arrows and drenched in black ichor. Siobhan, you are still manacled at the moment. What would you like to do?
I will move forward behind Boglet and like, try to quickly get the keys from him to open my own manacles. Go ahead and move.
The manacles won't allow you past the doorway, but you
Wow.
could get right in the doorway if you wanted.
Sure. Throw them over me. I will prep my action to unlock manacles once he throws them to me.
All right.
That'll be my turn. Yeah, next to the doorway, all that.
Tyke.
Well, first off, there's two of me on the field. I don't know which one is supposed to actually be me, but
Shadow clone jutsu.
I will
The
look
only
at.
one. Oh, I do see two.
I will look at Boglet, and he will hear in his head, "Free me first, not the others." And then I'm going to, I guess, I don't know. Are my hands locked up, or are they free?
They are locked to your. There's like a belt around your waist, and then it's locked to that belt.
Would I be able to have enough movement, like with my hands, to do the somatic components of
You can, you would, except for you already know that magic won't work in your cell.
Oh, it won't?
That was one of the first things I mentioned last week.
I don't remember that. Well,
That was why the whole teleporting thing, the whole joke was because they could non-magically teleport.
well, then I will simply still see two of me, and I can't move either of them. I don't know which one is supposed to be me.
You can't move them anyway because you're manacled. So,
Well, I could move somewhere.
can you? I couldn't.
Well, you still moved to the doorway. Just saying I couldn't move. I move next to where the door is so that the Vrock can't see me. Like, I just hide up against the wall there. And the Mushroom Man will do nothing for now. It will dodge.
All right, Boglet, you look up and the creature, it steps up next to you and you see its massive clawed talon coming down.
That misses.
It scrapes into the cavern floor as you like kind of combat roll out of the way. And then it's going to jump forward with its beak. You roll out of the way again. All right, Paris. Just like everyone else, you're still shackled at the moment, but you can move up to the doorway.
I'm actually gonna back a bit away from the doorway. Or I also can't. I could move before. It's weird.
Well, there's nothing that should be stopping you from moving your token.
Well, I'll likely just take the dodge. I'm kind of forward anyway, so I'll just take the dodge action and wait to see what happens.
All right. Boglet, what would you like to do? You're there at Jorlan's body, this massive beast hovering over you.
I'd like to pick up the keys. Cunning action, disengage.
Me first.
I can't. Cunning action,
my guy,
disengage.
for some reason.
Me first.
I can't.
Can't
Cunning
move your
action,
token either?
disengage.
For some reason.
No, it says
Me
movement
first.
set to. It's like it's not my turn, is what it says. Even though it clearly is. But anyway, I'm to disengage, take the keys inside, and I'll open up Edward's shackles.
Everyone should be able to move their tokens. I don't know what.
I'll go over there and I'll unshackle Edward and hand him the keys. Edward's what is Edward?
Well, or like class?
Yeah, class.
Cleric.
Oh,
Cleric. I have a dagger.
okay, yeah, well I'll undo you.
Cleric, but I have a dagger.
I have a dagger.
And Eldith will just, shackled, she'll chill out.
Cool. This will be fun. Do I engage with the rock? That's probably a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. Jim Jar says, 5 shiny rocks on the dead dude dying.
Wait, didn't he just hand you the key?
Did he hand me the key or did he unshackle me? I thought he unshackled me.
I unshackled you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he still has the key.
I heard you say you handed him the key.
Nope, I'm gonna miss horribly and enjoy my fate next turn. It'll be awesome. Jim Jar takes the dodge action.
You just barely graze it, not enough to cause any significant damage. All right, Siobhan.
Wait, where are the keys?
Edward has them, as far as I know. Boglet
Boglet
handed
has
you.
them.
Oh, I thought you said you handed them all the way to Edward. I'm sorry.
No, it's unshackled him.
Hands out.
I will
You
hold
skipped,
the
like-
keys out for anyone who wants them.
I will grab keys and unlock myself.
You skipped 2 turns, Shuggy.
I did. Kiri, I'm sorry. Siobhan, you're not up yet. I apologize. Meant
Kiri
to skip
grabs
the
keys
drow,
first.
but not Kiri.
I'm just gonna go up next to the door area, kind of there. Actually,
This is the door.
yeah, it's everything here is apparently a wall. Move over to Boglet and either take the keys or hold up my hand so you can, unshackle me.
Said he'd holding them out, so you twist your hand.
Yeah, I'll take them and whatever, unchain myself. And then I will move out into the hallway, and as I do, I hand the keys to Siobhan.
And Siobhan, it's actually your turn now.
Hell yeah. I don't know where Chick is, but I
But
unlock
I just
my
got a
mana.
dodge order, so I couldn't move his token either. So
I use my action to unlock manacles, and I give them to whoever's closest, which is Paris. Fuck no.
Well, I didn't actually move. I said I was next to the door.
Okay, I give it to.
I would have been like here.
Yeah. I unlock myself. Behind Edward. Walking the door.
All right, Tick.
Yeah, I will. Also, I'll action. I will unlock myself and then toss the key to. I guess Paris is the only one. Well, yeah, I'll toss to Paris next. I think that the only one's still locked up.
All right, the rock. Will take a swipe at Hiri with its talon. It's open and takes a swipe at Edward as well. You're able to put your arm up and just hold the beak back and kind of smash his head into the wall. Paris, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to unlock myself, and then I'll toss the keys to Prince Daradil beside me. Which way to the room where the equipment is? Like, is it to the left or to the right?
You could straight across.
Your equipment?
Because we know it's in her apartment, right? So that would be...
It would be to the west.
Screen. West? Okay.
And so that means in order to get there, you need to go across that bridge, that rope bridge, because of the way
And the rock is in the way.
Right.
Okay, well, my attack is only +1 or 1 damage, so I'm not going to attack. I'll just kind of get over here. And then
if you were to move through there, you might want to use the disengage action because he would be able to take a free swipe at you moving through that path that you just went through.
Oh, he would?
Yes.
Can I take the dodge action if I unlocked myself?
The unlocking yourself doesn't take your action, so you could have disengaged or you could have dodged. It's up to you.
Wait, did it? Oops. Oh well.
I'll disengage to pass by him then.
Alright.
And stick there. And then the Quagoth is going to... Oh, where'd he go? Are we able to move the NPCs?
It's not letting you move it?
No.
No. Oh wait, do I have to have his... Maybe I have to have his sheet open. There we go. Huh.
I'd let you move it now.
What?
I'd let you move it now. I switched you to the owner of the sheet.
Oh, yeah, there we go. He's gonna unlock himself and charge up to the rock. And he's gonna take 2 multi-attacks with his claws. Guessing that misses. Does an 11 hit?
It does not. He kind of locks in, and they begin to like kind of grapple and pound at each other, but it doesn't look like he's doing any damage.
Okay. And he would have dropped the keys to who's ever next before he charged out. And that's the turn.
Just a moment. I'm trying to give everyone an AC sheet. I thought you could move them with observer positions, but I guess it has to be owner. One of the drow in the guard post is going to fire at the Vrock.
While this is going on, do we hear like other rock noises or just
There's
one?
all kinds of screams, but the main thing that you could hear echoing through the cave is this like droning flapping sound, but you don't really know what it is.
I see. See.
Boglet.
Is there any way I could get over? Let's see how far that is. Over to like here.
You can, but you would need to disengage to get there without the Vrock taking a swipe at you.
Well, I don't. Okay, how about there? I don't want to be out of range.
Okay, then yeah, you could be there.
All right, I'll try to shank him. Wow.
So as you
Well,
go to
it's
stab him, he smacks the dagger out of your hand. You manage to scoop it up.
Who's got? Where are the keys at? Who had them last?
I think Prince Darendil technically had the blast.
Did he drop them? Because my guy's gonna go over here and try to pick him up and unlock.
Yeah,
the door.
he said I said he was gonna pass it to whoever was next.
Yeah, so we'll just say he dropped them on the ground.
Yeah.
Alright, well, this person will pick themselves up, free themselves, and then hold out the keys for anybody else to get them.
All right, Edward.
This can't possibly fail twice in a row. Come on. Maxi roll. That would be nice. Hey!
That is his armor class.
Yay! Somebody hit it.
You stab the dagger into it, but it almost feels like stabbing someone in armor or a wall. His skin is very tough.
This was meant for killing dead things. God damn it!
All right, Hiri.
Need to move it. Ubada is gonna grab the keys from whoever was holding them out. Unhook himself, and he's gonna go over to this corner over here.
All right.
And
In
then
my corner.
let's see, there. I'm just going to attempt to shove the rock back off the cliff.
Nice. So here you put your shoulder down, and with a push, the rock backwards falls into the webs. You guys can hear these high-pitched bird screeches as it tries to free itself stuck down in the webbing, and these tiny spiders begin to crawl over it. Effectively, you've defeated the rock. I'm switching to the display map. Everybody see the big U are here?
Yes.
I'm still on the rock map.
It's on the top.
You should be able to switch to display by your...
Menacingly
So,
pulsating at me.
there are 3 exits, one by jumping down into the water, one to the east, and one to the west. You would need to cross the rope bridge and then go over to the next stalactite to get to your gear.
I think that's what we want to do, right?
Or
Yeah.
this stalactite here has an armory, which you
Where?
could get by another rope bridge you could cross.
Which one was that apartment in? That one?
Who desperately needs it instead of just random weapons?
I could probably make do with random gear.
I mean, I probably need some sort of component pouch or focus.
That can't go without it. 'Cause they're
In
not gonna have
general, does an
spellcasters, so-
armory have like magical armory or like
No.
spell casting component shit?
No. This is the armory that the guards use, and none of the guards are spellcasters.
Wow, wait.
Well, let's go into the armory, get a sword for everybody, and then charge the middle.
Are we still on initiative?
No.
Okay.
So across the rope bridge, you see there's 2 drow in there. They have crossbows drawn, but they look like they're hiding and they're looking up in the sky. As
How
you,
tall is the cavern?
it's about 20 feet above the level that you're on, but then there's a huge drop of about 50 feet. So, all in all, about 70 feet tall.
I'm gonna scoop up Stool. Just because he's slow. And I'm gonna put him on my back.
The two drow that are hiding across from you, you see they're looking up, and as you kind of look up to see what they're looking at, you could see several of those creatures, like the one you just battled, are in the air, clawing at some of the stalactites, along with what looks like a giant fly, but massive, giant-sized, and it has a human-like face. It looks like Gary Busey.
Oh god.
Ew.
You could see that there are some drow that are running around, kind of firing crossbows up into the air. You could hear screams and shouts from the echoing through the cave. It's pretty chaotic in here. It's a little bit hard to tell exactly what is going on, but what you definitely can see is that this place is under attack.
Can I check Jorgen? What's this? God, I have it in my notes. York, the male drow that is dead. Can we check if he has weapons on him? Jorlan.
Jorlan
Yes.
is equipped with a short sword, a hand crossbow.
Hell yeah.
He's wearing a chain shirt, but it's unusable. The Vrock's claw ripped it open like a can opener. He also has a vial of drow poison and a potion of healing.
Come on, just grab some and let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I would have already been just running to where I think the gear is.
I guess what I was trying to get the gear is, are you referring to the center stalactite, or are you referring to the armory?
I mean, I think just getting our stuff is the best course action. I don't know.
Oh, and if I didn't mention it, I don't think I did. There is actually a lift to the bottom too, like an elevator. There's a wheel that you can turn near where you are and bring this elevator to lower yourselves down to the bottom, which is like a 50-foot drop.
About how far to the apartment where our gear is?
You have to cross over to this stalactite and then take a bridge across. All in all, it's probably about 70 to 80 feet.
Okay, so it'll take a couple rounds to get there. I'll follow whoever is running for there. I think we just need to go and just commit and go for it.
Who's getting those weapons?
Well, I guess we need someone to pick the chest, right, for the possessions.
I'm talking off that guy we just looted.
I grab the keys to our handcuffs. I guess through a set of keys, so it might have more keys than just our handcuff keys. And a sconce, if that's possible.
A what,
I just
if
need a
possible?
On the other map,
yeah, there was two torches on the wall.
I got one of those too.
Okay.
Got a torch and keys.
Well, who wants that hand crossbow and the short sword?
I'll take the hand crossbow for now. Just for the time being until I get my stuff, if that's okay. I'm assuming he has bolts as well.
He does. He has 10 bolts on him.
Okay.
Alright, sounds like we're making for the apartment.
Yeah, Tick is just booking his way through.
All right. So over, like I mentioned, on the other side of the bridge, you can see there are two drow at the other side of the bridge in that guard post, and they're kind of cowering down. They don't seem to be actively going after you at the moment. And up in the air, you can see these demonic creatures. They actually look like they're fighting one another more than the drow. You run across the bridge there, and one of the drow fixes his crossbow on you, and he's like, "Get back in your cell! Back in the cell!"
I'll say, Jorlan told us to help fight. I think we're all in this together. Those things are nasty.
If anything, we're bait. There's more bait out now than for you to worry about.
They kind of look at each other. Fine, whatever. And they just duck back down. You can see they're firing occasionally up into the air, but more hiding than anything.
Make
So-
our way towards the middle.
You cross into the guard post, and now there's a rope bridge that crosses to Ashara's apartment. As you're running across the bridge, one of those rocks are dropped by a crossbow. They hit the side of the bridge, not like in the center, but enough to shake it. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. Or, actually, yeah, dexterity saving throw would work.
Okay.
So, as you're running, Hiri and Edward, as the bridge sways back and forth, you kind of get knocked into one another. You both fall. Onto the bridge. You're holding on. Make an athletics check to pull yourself back up.
I have to make one too. I only got a 5.
Oh, I didn't even see yours at all the rolls.
Can I try to grab one of them?
You could try to help one of them if you want. And I guess since I've already saw their rolls, you might want to help Tyke because the other two passed without help.
And I'm very frail.
Yeah, sure, I'll help him.
You're supposed to say, "Brother, help me."
This
Oh.
guy's got me he's the reason I'm in jail in the first place.
No,
This guy, just because we're deep gnomes
Oh,
doesn't
jeez.
mean...
You're supposed to do Lion King style.
Well, first one was a 12,
king.
so I'll take that
Yeah.
one.
Alright, so you managed to pull yourself up. You fall a little behind the others.
I've already got little legs.
I'm just changing maps. Actually, between all of you, there's like 12 or 13 of you, isn't there?
Something like
Maybe.
that.
It's a good amount, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the two drow guards in here are going to want to fight 13 people. Alright.
They can certainly try.
So you make it into there, and at the base of the stalactite, there's like a stone door. It is not opening though.
Does it have a keyhole?
It does have a keyhole.
I'll look through the various keys in my hand and try all of them.
All right.
Unless somebody stops me, I will.
So
Does the door look like it could be forced?
it
Or
could
is
be.
it like pretty sturdy?
It looks like it could be forced. So
Like
as you
easily
go to stick
forced?
the first key in there, Siobhan, it is actually poked out of the lock
The fuck?
from the other side.
The fuck? What?
They're holding the door shut.
Okay, all 16 of us, or 12, or whatever number, need to bring down this door.
The Quagoth lunges forward and tries to bust down the door.
Sure,
I
make
will
it.
assist. Oh my god.
Sure, make an athletics check at advantage.
Juggernaut style. Juggernaut, bitch!
Oh, 22.
With a Prince Darendil says, "This is most out of my domain, but I'll go ahead and try." And he puts down his shoulder and poof, smashes the door in. It lands on top of one of the two drow inside. The other one's still got his crossbow fixed. He's shivering. He's just backing up. Don't. You can't come in here. This is Ilvara's quarters. She'll kill us all if she finds out you are in here.
We'll
Then
kill
let's-
you right now if you stay.
And who says she needs to find out?
I'm just a guard.
And
Sounds like a
we-
you problem. Run.
Yeah, he's gonna try to leave if you guys don't stop him. He'll run.
Yeah, I've already just moved past him. I've already just ran to where I know the chests are.
All right, so you guys have been here before when you were cleaning, at least some of you. You know her apartment's on like the second level of the stalactite. You climb like a little rope ladder to go up. She has a nice little cozy apartment. Fancy bed with silk linens, high cushy chairs, and a couple of strange wardrobes with spikes inside that you're not really sure what that's all about, but they don't look very comfortable.
Once I get into the room, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic again, just see if the things that I saw the last time are still in that chest.
I'm to get to work on that chest.
All right.
As they're working on that, I just look around for anything of interest and try to grab it.
I'll try to assist Boglet with the chest.
There's 2 chests in here. I'll point to the other one and say that's got a lot of our gear right there. The open one.
Right. The one that he detected a magical item in, if you remember right, was also trapped. You opened it once without setting off the trap. I'm not sure if you can do it, or you're not sure if you can do that again so easily.
But are
Leave
they
it
still in there?
myself.
The detect magic still does detect whatever was in there before.
Mm.
Tell me what you want me to roll.
Are all the chests locked or just the one?
Just the one. Right?
They were both locked. But only one was trapped. I accidentally switched it to that. All right. So if you're trying to open the chest, make a thieves' tools check, and I guess you said someone helping you, so at advantage.
I mean, I'm trying to disable the trap first, but I know it's there.
All right, then that would also still be a thieves' tools check.
Yeah,
Advantage?
and I'll help with whatever he's doing. Yeah.
Shift is advantage, right?
Yes.
Or
Controls disadvantage.
My stealth is my thieves' tools because they're both expertise.
So like the operation game, you get your tweezers in there, and you're able to dig in and pull out looks like a small dart covered in icky-looking liquid poison.
Okay, I'll try to open both of them up now.
I'll keep helping.
you know, by the way, Bob, if you wanted to actually use this, I know it is the same thing, but I think it should, your these tools should be in your equipment, the inventory. You can just roll them from there, and you can like edit the details to give yourself expertise on it.
All right, so inside that first chest that he detected magic in, there is a variety of like fine silken gowns and personal items. There's a small silver headdress set with small onyx stones worth 50 gold pieces. A small velvet bag with 2 potions of healing. A small leather purse with 24 gold pieces, 30 silver pieces, and a moonstone worth 20 gold pieces. And what looks like a spare, unused like spell component pouch.
Yoink that.
Did you type that out?
Oh yeah, there was a healing potion on one.
Yeah, so we got 3 now.
I give it to Kiri because she looks rough and bloody.
The other chest. He's already rolled these tools several times, so I'll just use those rolls. After popping those open, the other chest contains your gear. So whatever you had on your sheet, you find in that chest.
Including my chest. There's a chest inside a chest.
Are we ammo tracking for now?
Yes, probably.
Oh, okay.
Because there's not really, for a little while, a place to buy more. So if you guys are actually going to stop here and put on your armor, that's for at least some of you going to take about 10 minutes.
Yeah. As I was gonna look around to see if there's any interest to.
There is an upper level here.
Oh. Were they, and just making sure the magic items that I saw in there, those were the healing potions? That's what
It
I
was.
detecting. Okay. Just making sure.
Should we actually stop to put on our armor, or should we just take our stuff and run?
If we get
Depends
attacked
on
again, I
you.
would like to not be naked.
Don't really need armor.
It's up to you guys, though. But if you're waiting for everyone to get armored up, I know some of you guys are in heavy armor, or I think at least one of you is in heavy armor, which is like 10 minutes.
How long does it take to get into light armor?
I think light armor is only like a minute.
Hey, you
How does
two.
it take
What
10
was
minutes
upstairs
to change?
to this room?
Whatever.
You've been to this place, right? What was upstairs?
We've only been in this room. We cleaned this room. We never went upstairs. I'll go upstairs. I'll go
Alright.
up to the stairs.
Aren't you putting on armor?
I stopped when you
So-
mentioned there's something else. I'll go.
A
up.
ro-
Just gonna be a minute.
Going upstairs, I'll put down on armor.
There's a rope ladder that leads up to the next level.
Are there like hatches between the levels, or it's just like a hole?
It's like a hatch.
Oh,
Climb up and I just take a peek around. I still have my detect magic up. I'm just looking around, see if I see anything interesting. A stool on my shoulder. Sounds different than I imagined.
go little piece of.
So make
your
a
shoulder
perception
there.
check since you said you're looking around. You see a steep rope bridge. It leads leads up to the next hanging apartment. It's very dark up here. There's only a few candles lit to give ambience. It's got dark silken like pillows and mats on the floor. In the middle of the chamber stands a broad pedestal carved from zirkwood with a 10-foot high sculpted spider at its head.
And there's a big
And you notice cowering behind it a drow woman. It's not Ilvara, but dressed much the same as Ilvara.
Not fucking sure.
I will call down to everyone. But there's a big spider statue and a lady, drow lady, not fancy drow lady, but looks like fancy drow lady.
Second in command.
Do you want me to ask her?
No, I want you to read her mind. Yes, ask her.
Okay. I just climb up and I just look over towards her and I'll have my head, or I'll have my voice appear in her head to be like, "Hey, are you second in command?"
You gotta do your crazy voice. Too calm and collected.
She says, I am Ashara, priestess in training. How dare you enter our temple?
Blink a couple of times. I call back down. She didn't answer me.
Come on, let's go.
Which way are we going anyway? Left, right, waterfall?
There is a
gotta go
bridge
let-
this way.
We gotta go let those I can't think of
Not
the name of those things.
chimeras.
So, Edward,
Flag off.
your passive perception is pretty high. It's very high, actually. All that noise,
slightly.
it has gotten, you notice, quiet in here over the last minute, maybe 2 minutes. You're not hearing all those screeches and bumping about.
As we're running out of time, make a decision.
Let's go.
Or rather, we
I
just
say
jump.
we just go. Whoever has armor on has it.
Would the light armors have gotten their stuff on by now?
Definitely, yes.
Go which way? Are we going out to? There's a bridge up here, or are we going to?
Stool will suggest the lift. He says, if we go to Neverlight Grove, I can get us help.
The lift is technically the same direction as water, right? Like down. They both lead down.
They both lead down. Like, you could just jump, but Stool is just suggesting not jumping because he would go splat. It's a 50-foot fall, like, and he has like 3 hit points.
What is
He's got 7.
water?
Somebody can hold him.
Yeah.
Shushar, the
Just throw him
Koatoa,
capside up, down.
says, yes, if we go to the grove, my home is on the way.
Yeah,
Sounds
let's
good
go
to
then.
me. Yeah, friendly area.
Topsy and Turvy say, kind of pull your arm, Boglet. Landing stone, not that way. We go other way. And they point to the east.
No, we go with them. I think their place is closer. Got to get everybody out of here and safe.
Topsy snarls, his nose flickers. Oh. 8 fish people.
Quit
There
your
might be
griping.
cool mushroom people there too.
Quit your griping and fall in line.
Let's just go.
Bye, priest lady, and I'll go back down.
All right, so
moving out of here.
you look around and you see on the walkways and in the webbing some of those rock creatures. You don't see anything up in the air anymore. And you don't really see any of the drow at the moment. Either they haven't got back from wherever they went, or they're still hiding. You're not sure.
Did both drow downstairs leave? Or are the one guy still there?
The one guy's still there under the door. The other guy ran off before you guys even got upstairs.
I say we use bait. Well, let's
We
go.
did tell him to run. You, stand.
He's unconscious.
Did he piss himself?
Do you check?
Yes.
It's a little wet.
God
I will.
damn it.
I feel like I would lug his body. What the?
You're gonna lug a Peabody?
Sure. If anything, it could be used a distraction if the spiders are still there or something. I don't know.
All right.
Just
Are
shake
the
my head
spider-
walking across the bridge.
Oh yeah, are the spiders still down there? Did they not get attacked?
No, there's spiders still down there. In the webbing. The only place that there's really no spiders is in the waterfall.
Buddy. On high alert. Once we
I'm
reach to the other side, we check where the drow once were that were that of.
And were you saying something, Mariah? I thought I heard you, but
Yeah, so I was gonna go to the lift and start, bringing it up to our level.
the lift, okay.
Paris will join Huri and kind of try to cover her back.
All right.
Dick is also just running out towards the lift.
All right. So across the bridge there, those 2 drow that were in there are not in there anymore.
Suspicious. Waiting for the lift.
All right.
Oh, but also look around.
Make a perception check.
Hmm.
You don't really see anyone around the camp at the moment. You're not sure where everyone is. However, you do start hearing some yelling and banging from the Quaggoth cages, one of them's yelling, "We had a deal, let us out! Let us out!"
How far is that?
Basically on the other side of the entire place. The lift is here. The Quaggoth cages are well over there.
I'll never know where we were. We got lost in the commotion. Let's go.
Yeah, it's too late. All the birds are dead. There's no distraction.
All right. So, the lift comes up. The lift will hold 5 normal size, like medium creatures
Shit.
at a time, and basically somebody has to like turn the crank to lower it. If not, it just goes straight down.
Can we throw people on top of it?
You can, but it'll just make it way, way harder for whoever you try to put up there. Or whoever's trying to crank the people down.
True. Where the lift goes down,
Alright,
is there
all the
like
small
a
people
gap?
first.
Is there
Yeah,
like a
I'm-
gap between the spider webs and like how is it arranged next to the spider web when it goes down?
There's a gap there where the lift goes. It doesn't actually enter the webs.
Tick just immediately ran onto the lift. He's just waiting for whoever else is coming on.
You guys hear this voice echo. It sounds kind of far away, but not super far. Close enough that you can hear it. You hear someone yell, "We're all clear over here," in Drow. Undercommon.
Looks like we better hurry.
Go. I can climb down, just go. Also, I kicked the troll body. Off the ledge, but like in line where the lift is, not hit the spider web, go
All
down.
So who are the first 5 to go down? And somebody's going to have to crank the list. Somebody probably
crank
who
it.
could pass an athletics check.
Let's get
Oh,
the big guy.
Wait, it has to be athletics?
For cranking a lift, yeah.
What, were you gonna try and acrobatically crank the lift?
Parkour
No,
off the wall and crank it.
I can climb
Oh, yeah.
walls.
Well, then
That's
you don't.
why I was like, I would be the last one, but it was athletics because somebody has
Well,
to go
for
down
climbing,
last.
I'll let you do that. But as far as for
Yeah.
holding the lift and cranking it down, that's going to be athletics.
Darendale can probably crank the lift. Right?
He looks at you again like, "I don't know why you think I enjoy manual labor so much."
I don't think you enjoy it, my friend, but you seem very capable of it. And
You're
that's what
very
we're
large.
looking for right now.
Since I have a client,
So I suppose you're saying that I get to go down last? Typically, a prince would go first.
as they're talking, I'll climb down and just like check the floor area to see if there's like anybody waiting there or anything.
If Prince doesn't get captured, now quit your bitching and let's get going. Or we're gonna
Yeah,
get
let's
caught
move.
again.
We'll secure the area down below for you, Your Highness,
Yeah.
before you head in.
He grumbles.
Oh, you can just slide down the rope.
All right, so who's the first 5? Siobhan, I guess, has a climbing speed, so can climb down.
I'm on first.
Oh yeah, do the small people
Jim.
know next path?
I was going to
Jim's
say
already
that
gone.
it's 5 medium creatures, so two small creatures would equal 1 medium. So
Let's get the main party downstairs.
Yeah, let's all go.
Does stool even count as a person?
no, he's a mushroom.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, let's all
Stool
let out.
tiny.
Yes, he is tiny.
Give me those keys.
All right,
Look, look.
so
yeah, there's one.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check for Prince Darendale to try to get the main party down there.
Bye, suckers.
You can hear him grunting. He stops like 3/4 of the way down and he's like, "Who's going to do this when I'm in the cage?" Looking up at none of the people who are looked even nearly strong enough. It's like 3 gnomes and a fish face.
You can slide down the rope.
You can climb down, Your Highness. We believe in you.
He just keeps lowering it.
Rapunzel, let's.
Drag me back up. I'll do it.
He lowered you down.
Don't waste the efforts.
All right, so as the others begin to fill the cage, you hear a loud "Toom" as the dwarf Eldeth hits the floor. There's a bolt in her back.
Well, we can't see that from
Can
here.
I scan and see where it's coming from?
You look over and you don't see anyone at the moment, but you hear a voice say, "They got out! They're out!"
So we're on the.
You're on the
Bottom.
ground level, so from where you are, your view is kind of obstructed of the top there, but you just heard that as the thing begins to lower, seeing Eldeth drop, Prince Darendil leaps to the second floor, and the thing from about halfway up crashes into the ground with a loud clang as he stops kind of turning it and jumps. Most of the people inside look fine. However, Jimjar, the other gnome, his leg is all busted. It looks like one of the Sarith kind of fell on his leg. It looks like it's broken. He shouts, "Help me! Help me!"
Do
Pick
we
him up,
see
Prince.
anything
Now it's
on our floor?
from the bottom floor. You can now see who've rushed in. Store, which was Ilvara's lieutenant, along with 5 or 6 other drow warriors. They're equipped better than the common guards were. Have made it up. They have crossbows and they seem to notice the sound of the crashing lift and now have crossbows fixed on the floor.
Hey, Stool, which way should we go?
I quickly. Let's just go hide under the spider webs.
This way, I just
They
start
can't
running
aim
off.
for us once we get to that area.
I just start
or
running
under
off
that
in the
area.
random direction, I guess.
Well, there's only one
Shoot,
exit
sir.
here at the bottom, which is to the west.
Oh, well
No.
then yeah, I head that way.
Yeah, fuck it.
Shoot,
I've already been running.
Char. Lead the way.
All right. So Jimjar, who's unable to walk, is yelling, "Help me! Help me! Please!"
The dwarf. Is she still breathing, or did she land with the solid thumb?
She's still on the upper deck,
Okay, so she dead.
Oh.
or she could be unconscious. You know that their arrows were coated in a poison that
Wait, so
brings you to
everybody but her are downstairs with us?
right. And one of the
Okay.
people in the lift when it crashed, Jimjar, the other gnome, it looks like his leg got crushed by people falling on top of him. He doesn't look able to walk, and he's shouting for help.
Prince, pick him up.
Is
The
the
prince
Does
just
that look
keeps
like
running.
something- Does the leg look like something Cure Wounds could fix?
It looks broken.
Okay.
It's
Well,
visible
he's a-
bone like
he's a
coming
gnome
out.
though? You can carry him, or anybody. Is the cable to the lift like a rope or like metal?
It's
like
like
a-
a strong rope.
If I torch it, will it burn?
Yes.
I will torch the
Alright.
the cable.
Alright, if you're gonna stay behind to torch that, they are
What is
gonna
it?
fire 2 shots at you.
Oh, if it takes long that. But
I'm rescuing Jim
Basically,
Jar anyway.
anybody that stays behind that doesn't run immediately, like if you want to stay behind and help the gnome, or stay behind and do anything other than run, they are going to fire at you. I'm back. If you're back, would you type back in chat?
I think we're all here.
Oh, okay. So, I'm gonna go
I
down.
follow directions.
Siobhan, are you running or staying behind?
You're muted if you said anything, sir.
Me?
No, Ellie. I don't know.
Alright. Boglet said he was staying behind. Is Paris staying behind?
Paris will run, but kind of keep an eye back, so he won't like dash.
Okay.
Like he'll kind of and just be ready.
No problem. Was Paris I'm sorry, I said Paris again. Is Edward staying behind?
Seeing that Boglet is taking care of the situation, Edward will run.
Alright. Is Tech staying behind?
Tick was running as soon as he was on the ground.
Alright. And Hiri, were you running or were you staying behind?
Running, but I'd be like the rear guard of the group.
Okay, so somewhere around where Paris is.
Yeah.
No problem. So, I think Bob called heads, and I think that was tails.
So it didn't hit me? I already took off the HP.
It would have hit Jim Jar. You could add it back on.
Okay.
And whoever was controlling Jim Jar, would you roll a Constitution saving throw?
Alrighty. This ain't gonna go well. Yep, he's out.
He is unconscious.
Thank God, he'll stop
Ooh.
complaining.
Yeah, he failed it by 5 or more. He's just out.
The Drow, the other one is going to fire.
Nice.
All right. So, Boglet, you kind of catch up to where Paris and Hiri are. You see the others a little farther up before you hear this, like, woman's voice kind of yell out, "Get down there, follow them!" And she, like, actually shoves one of the guards off the side there. You see Elvira standing behind him.
Do we hear him go split?
Several seconds later, yes, there is a...
Oh, now the other guy, Peabody, has a buddy.
I'm gonna tell my guy, what's Eldith, to help me with Jim Jar.
I think Eldith was the.
Eldest is the one that got shot initially.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have a little guy anymore, so it's just me and Jim Jar. Is Brent still running? Has he slowed down?
No, he started running right away.
I just keep going and yell out for him, Prince, stop.
Don't know where you're going. Shushar lead the way.
Carry Jim Jar.
All right.
He's gonna carry Jim Jar.
So, As you make it out, the sound of the waterfall hitting gets farther and farther away. What that sound that you'd heard for days of the crashing water up against the rocks grows farther and farther, and finally just to like a very eerie quietness. Eventually you find the prince like trying to catch his breath.
Where are you running off to, you big dummy?
I don't know.
Well, don't exhaust yourself. We're being followed. So here, take this guy and let's keep moving.
Why do I have to take him? He's still like trying to catch his breath, sounding winded.
I just kind of like look myself up and down and then just kind of look back at him and be like, come on, pick him up. Who's leading us out of here? Where are we going, by the way? Is the fish person?
Fish person.
What are they called?
Kowatoa?
Koatoa? Well, yeah, where are we going, buddy?
He says, my people have a split city here, not far, a Sloop-and-Doop.
That doesn't sound real.
A sloop-and-doop?
He looks at you, yeah? Yes,
What's that?
that's the name of our city.
Oh, it's a city. Oh,
The slip and slide.
He says, yes, I believe if we go that the great Lord can help us.
yes, I think that's a good idea then. Well, I guess if everybody, what was our other option? Somebody else wanted to go somewhere?
Now, Stool wanted to go somewhere.
Stool says, my home is called Neverlight Grove. If I would like to return there, Sarith says, yes, I believe that might be a good place to go. That's really, he hasn't said very much. That's like the first time he's really chipped in with very much of an opinion. Topsy and Turvy are like, this is stupid. We should go back to Blinding Stone. Screw them.
You're free to leave.
Wow, Blinding sounds boring anyway. Slip and
What?
Slide or the other Grove place sounds a lot more interesting.
Yeah,
Are they separate directions or on the way, one's closer than the other?
Well, that should be in the same direction, right? You said it was on the way to...
Blinding Stone is much farther than
Well,
the other
no,
two
the-
places.
Yeah, the other two places should be in the same direction, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let's just go, and then we can make a decision on where our destination is when we get there.
Then we just go to whatever's closest.
Plus Topsy and Turvy, the troublemaking ones who made that orc that way. In a way.
So
What?
where are we going?
Stool says, I can guide you towards Shushar's home.
Sounds good. So, I'm looking at this drow. Like, where are you from? Are you from down here or up top?
I'm from Roshana.
Do I know where that is?
That is a drow city on the surface. The drow that live in Roshana typically don't worship Lilith. They worship the Luxid, which is a
And
god of light, which is sort of ironic for the drow because they're harmed by bright light.
I'm I'm in their kingdom, right?
Xhorhas is like the country that they're in, and yes, Blinding Stone is in Xhorhas, but it's underground.
Okay, yeah. How
Is
did you
he,
get
like-
captured?
Sarith?
Is that the drow's name? Sorry.
Yes. He says, I'm not... It's a little fuzzy. I don't really remember. I woke up here.
Where were you before?
Roshana.
It's a hell of a trip.
How did you get here from Blinding Stone? It's not exactly close either.
Well, I'm a scout, and we were out scouting around, and we found some people. I look over at... Is it Tick?
Yeah.
I look over at Tick. Some people can't stay quiet, and we got captured.
Tick is just sort of like just looking around, not really paying attention, just like looking around where they are.
See, I was trying to help out that lunatic, and they heard us because he was rambling about whatever. So that's how I got called. But yeah, I'm supposed to be at... Is it Blindonstone? I thought it was like Blingdenstone.
You could pronounce it that way.
That's the gnomish name for it.
Yeah, Blingdenstone. Yeah, but I'm, part of that group trying to retake it. But, I was outside of the city scouting around. How did you meet, your little mushroom friend?
We met here.
Does he? I mean, as you walk around, does he like? I don't know. Is there any? I don't know how to phrase it, but like, does he seem normal as he walks around, or is there like a weird like?
Make a insight check.
Eh.
Drow are weird.
Yeah, most people are weird to me. Oh well, he's just got a cool mushroom friend. Just jealous.
The prince says, I don't know about you, but I could actually go for something real to eat. Did anybody get any food?
If I got my backpack, I should have some stuff, right?
If you
It's-
had
it's
rations
not
in it.
Real food, but it's rations. Yes.
I had to.
Yeah, I'll give him some rations. I'll give him a ration.
The others kind of start putting their heads out. What about us? Topsy and Turvy.
Well, how far away is your home, Kuatoa?
Not so far. Walking probably like 7-8 days.
Well, maybe we should ration our rations.
Didn't your stuff get put in the chest too? Don't you guys have rations?
The prince says, I don't typically eat rations. As he crunches into that one. But if I'm going to have to lug this fool around, I'm going to need my strength.
I mean, there's plenty of cool stuff that you can find around that like probably is alright to eat. I've been down in these caves a while, and I made it, so Like I've found a lot of really cool stuff down here, and some of it is, I mean, some of it's kind of tasty. Some of it's not the best, but
I mean, when in the Underdark, right?
yeah.
Let's have
He
the
says-
authentic experience.
If my father, King Jimbo, was to hear about this, I don't think he would like it one bit. This is not fit for animals in Singhorn.
Oh, we're not in Singhorn anymore.
Yes, that's obvious.
But Your Highness, look at the bright side. Just think of the story, the thrilling adventure you'll be able to tell your noble companions when you return home. Sure, it'll be difficult for a bit, but it can only get better from here.
Yes, yes. He puts the gnome back up over his shoulder and says, I guess we better keep moving.
Yeah, whoever's in the back needs to keep eyes in the back of their head. We're gonna be probably gonna be tracking us.
That's actually a good idea. What's the party's like marching order? Tokens out and you can kind of put them in.
think
Kulito in the
Earth-
front.
Paris would probably take the near the rear, so he can like fire off an arrow if he sees someone coming after them.
Tick is just in the middle generally, but I think he's sort of wandering. I don't think he's like necessarily with the group, just like around it slightly.
So which way's the front? This way?
I guess west is the front.
West is the front, so you're in the front.
Are we just
I
walking-
read the first time.
Is it just like a small cave that we're walking in? Like what is it?
Narrow or thick?
Right now, the cave, you're not too far from where you were. The cave is somewhat large. You could probably walk 3 to 4 in a row. There's lots of spider webs and jagged looking rock.
Oh,
So
I'm at the
in
back now, right? That's the back? If
Yes.
that's the okay.
And like some of you had said, like specifically, like you want to be on watch. You could also be trying to forage for food if you want during your journey, or be on watch. Is there like any specific actions you guys are looking to do as you travel?
I think technically Tick would be foraging, but really he's just like looking for cool stuff. Some of it might be edible, who knows?
Well, Boglet's from the Underdark and he knows how dangerous it is, so he's just keeping a lookout, like, watching the ceiling and stuff.
Yeah, I think I said Paris was keeping a lookout too.
I'm keeping up, yeah.
And who's holding on to stool? Sareth?
Hey,
I think somebody in the
Yeah,
party
yep.
said they had him.
Oh, yeah,
Tick, yeah.
yeah. I had stool, but I don't know if Sarth cares.
Stool
who
is
has stool.
Sarth, that's front.
Like technically, I said that I had him, but I don't know if Sarth would care. If Sarth would rather be like holding him, then I wouldn't have tried to like take him from
He
him.
doesn't say anything. He really hasn't said anything unless he's been directly addressed.
All right, yeah. And fucking Tick just has stool on his shoulder. He thinks he's cool. Talking mushrooms.
So
Hell yeah.
you could feel that the mushroom's kind of shivering there as you walk in with like, although he's not mentally communicating it, like with your limited telepathic ability, like you could almost feel his fear as you travel.
I don't know why you're so scared.
Did you see that creature? It
Yeah.
was not. The drow were fearful of it. What if there are more?
Well, there's more of them, and we just gotta not get eaten by them. I don't know. Pretty simple to me. What do you gotta worry about? You think they're gonna try and eat a mushroom? They didn't really seem like vegetarians to me.
I don't know. We should be careful.
Okay.
So, for what seems like hours, you've been walking, and the gray, almost featureless caverns kind of give way to slightly more vegetated ones. There's moss starting to grow on the wall in some places, and the spider webs are all but gone.
Ooh.
Pretty.
Go ahead and make a survival roll, since you said you were kind of looking around for stuff to eat, Tick. You do find this strange fungus growing on the wall. Those of you who are walking with him could see it as well. It's got like a pinkish color, and it grows outward, and it almost looks like a tongue, like someone's sticking their tongue out.
Poke it. Do anything?
No.
Take some. Trying to rip it off.
Are you proficient in nature?
No.
You can
Got a
make a
+4 to
nature
it, though.
check. You're fairly sure that you've heard of people eating these, but you're not sure what it's called.
Alright. Take it off. I'll walk over to the prince and be like, hey, see, look, what I tell you. Find cool stuff all the time.
He says, what is that? It looks like a human tongue.
Yeah, and tongues go in people's mouths, so you should eat it.
Is it meat? And he grabs like a handful off, like pulling one of these tongues off.
I mean, it's edible, probably.
He sniffs it. Kind of smells meaty.
I'm saying. Yeah, I take a couple.
There's in the spot that he found, enough for 3 people to eat. So with Tick and Prince Darendel eating, there's enough for someone else if they want it.
I don't have rations, so maybe if no one else goes to, Paris will take some.
All right. And I need the 3 of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Ooh.
This is baby stuff. I've eaten way worse than this.
I rolled better for the prince than for myself.
And you're the actual only one who failed. This is what's known as tug of madness. Basically, any little thought that goes through your head for the next hour,
Aw, man.
you like shout at the top of your lungs. Just like random thoughts.
Wow, this shit tastes nasty.
This is very interesting. I like this food a lot.
I told you, it's pretty good. And those guys wasted their opportunity. Some prime stuff down here.
I want to try all the fungus. It would be just very good. You know, we don't have fungus like this back home, but man, fungus is great.
I fully agree. Stool, hear that? You feel pretty good about yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, Stool, you're great too, but you're not great like that fungus is great, because I don't want to eat you because you have like a brain and stuff, but man, this fungus is fantastic. Oh look, it's dark ahead.
Is it dark ahead?
It is starting to grow darker. You're starting to get out of this. Some of the plants here give off a slight luminescence that makes it a little bit easier to navigate, but you're starting to get back into a more like stony chamber.
I'm gonna turn around and watch our tail now to see if anyone's coming. I don't see anyone. I still don't see anyone.
How far away from the city are we? Like, how long do you guys think it's gonna take? Talking to the
Stool-
frog and the mushroom.
Stool said that it would take about 7 or 8 days to get to where Shushar is from.
Ugh. Alright. Lot of walking.
Since it is getting darker, I will cast light on my shield, just so we have that little bit of extra light.
All right. With Prince Darendale carrying the gnome, he's starting to lag behind, and Topsy and Turvy sit in the back. You guys can notice the two of them, like, they drag back about 20 or 30 feet behind everyone, and occasionally, like Paris, when you're looking back, you can see the two of them, like, whispering and covering their mouths, talking to each other.
Hey, those twins are talking to each other and covering their mouths. I wonder what they're talking about. Since I have to say everything, I think.
Yeah. The cave
Okay, dude.
narrows, and going from where you guys could walk easily to almost a more, it's maybe 10 feet wide at most, you can see there's a large drop off on the side.
You're a robot for me?
You're cutting out for me. now, Chuggies. And...
You can't hear me?
No.
Now we can.
Okay.
But if you're speaking right now, no, we can't.
No, I hadn't said anything yet.
Okay.
All right, so as the last leg of the day, or hard to tell time here because there's no sun and no sky. But some of you have been underground long enough to kind of get an impression of how long it is. Edward and Tick, I'm going to need the two of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Just great.
All right, Edward, as you're walking from above, something drops down. A large rock just grazes the side of your head, landing there between you and Tick. You take 2 points of damage.
Take a look at him.
Fuck.
Yeah, he got hit.
Wow, I'm sure glad I didn't get hit. That would have sucked.
I look up. Did it look like it was just a loose rock, or?
Make a perception check. It does not. You see a large worm-like creature slowly coming down from like a stalactite. It looks like a worm with a bird's beak and 4 tentacles coming from its neck.
Hey guys. Point up to it.
What?
What is? Oh my god.
We should leave. Or check it out.
What a looker.
Yeah, seriously.
So everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Got a lot of deck space people.
Yeah, I know.
Do we? We have 3.
Ranger Monk Rogue.
All right, Paris, you see the creature slowly climbing down. It's still maybe 10 feet above Tick and Edward.
I will target the creature, and I will say out loud, "I'm targeting the creature,"
All right.
and I take a shot with my longbow.
The music is feedbacking through your
Yeah, I think
speakers.
you might have to mute Twitch or
Oh,
something.
sorry. Whenever the music changes, it gets really loud for some reason.
I'm not sure why. Alright, so
Okay.
you fire into this strange creature. Its beak opens and it screeches. Are you moving or staying put?
I'm gonna stay put where I am for now.
Alright, Siobhan.
Holy shit. I will approach the creature and fucking knock its jaw.
Are you climbing up the wall there? Because it's like 10 feet up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Or climb 5 and then yeah.
Yeah.
Strike at it. With my action and bonus action.
Ooh.
Huh, hell yeah! I'm so good.
You didn't put any of the special effects on your crits.
I thought I did. Whack. We'll
Did
change
you
it
put one
next time.
d20 like Chuggy did? It's got to be just d20.
Yeah.
Maybe. I just put D20. And the other one was this one.
You
I
punch
slide
it in
back
its
in.
beak and it screeches.
The fuck is this?
Alright, Boglet, you're up.
I will pull out my bow and take a shot.
Alright.
She's within 5 feet, right?
She is. They are.
Okay, that's my turn.
Figure settings? Where's this dice?
A whopping 9 damage. Pretty good.
The creature is going to attempt to swipe at Siobhan with its tentacles.
Shit.
The 4 of them spring up off its back and whip towards you.
Oh god. I thought I saved it. It didn't. D20. 20. That's a
I don't
miss.
think that hits. Edward.
I'll pull out my focus
Oh
and
shit.
say, "Taste the Moonweaver."
Kiss the sun.
The creature's washed over with the brilliant, like, blue wave of light. It comes rolling down the rock face, causing several more rocks to follow behind. Siobhan, Tyke, and Edward make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Wouldn't want to roll above a 10 on a deck save. Not me. Never.
That's the cleric's life.
Siobhan,
Better
you
get used
managed to, like, leap off the wall far enough away to avoid it. However, everybody else takes two bludgeoning damage from falling rocks.
What a nasty creature.
The huge snake snake-like creature just lays there on the ground.
Do I know if you can eat these things?
Make a nature check.
Can I also do one of those?
Sure. Both of you could, well, I was about to say both of you could roll, or one of you at advantage.
I
That's-
can roll again.
Oh,
Sure.
well, just hit mine.
They're edible. They're not particularly great tasting, but they are edible.
Yeah, you can eat the fuck out of these things.
Yeah, I pull out my knife and go over there and start cutting off some pieces.
I guess this is as good as place as any to make down camp for the night.
Are
How
you
much
sure?
distance have we made since the prison?
You've been walking for hours. This was the latter part of what would have been a day.
Do I know from that roll? Do I know if do these things generally travel alone? Is there any chance there's like more of them, or?
You're not sure. They have been known to travel together, but you don't see any other signs of other ones.
Alright.
Up above, this tunnel kind of narrows out, and you see it does lead into another chamber. Topsy and Turvy Lord Darendale all kind of when you start skinning the thing, Boglet kind of, we're hungry too. Please give us some. Topsy, Turvy kind of say in unison.
Everybody will get some. Everybody will get some. Calm down.
Do you not know how to fend for yourselves?
Turvy turns over to you. Quiet you. No one asked you. We're very hungry.
Yeah, you're the ones asking.
The Quaggot says, I wouldn't mind resting a bit. I've been carrying this little one for some time now, and he still hasn't woke up.
Can any of you?
Speaking of, bring him over here. I need to set that bone.
He puts him down. Topsy and Turvy say, we'll get stuff for a fire. It's cold.
Is there stuff to make fire with in the Underdark?
There's plants and things like that.
Get some wood. Don't get far, or not wood, but get some stuff. Don't go too far. Could be more of those things around here.
Don't worry, we can fend for ourselves. And the other one turns and gives you the finger, Siobhan, and they go walking out.
Well, those two are delightful.
Cells would not get food for themselves? It's no sense to me.
Lord Darendale like stretches and puts his back up against the wall. He says, I'm going to take a nap. Wake me when the food's done, please.
Very
Of
well.
course, Your Highness.
So how did all of y'all get down here?
Well, I was
Honestly,
down here, and then
Shepherd.
you found me, and then I tried to get away, and then you kept chasing me, and then these guys caught us. A little annoying.
I'm annoying. You're the one that got us caught when you were screaming.
Well, because you kept chasing me.
You shouldn't have been out that far by yourself. It's dangerous.
I was fine until you guys showed up.
Oh, goodness. You got us captured.
Look, I did fine on my own, okay? Oh, actually, that reminds me. Go digging through my stuff, I guess. I don't know if I would have the material components for it or not in my inventory. But because technically from my thing, I have Find Familiar. I don't know if I would have the ability to cast it or not. Like my fateful moment gave me that weird familiar thing.
Had you bought incense, I don't think you would have it, only in that I don't think you had 25 extra gold starting, and doesn't it cost 25 gold to...
I think it's 15. Let me see.
That was 50.
If it's up to you. I'm not going to say that you didn't have those things with you.
It's 10 GP worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs. I would say that I would make the argument at least that I would have that stuff because I don't think
Then
Tick
you
would
have it.
actually
It's
have
fine.
a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. If you say your character had it, it was in your belongings, and you have it now.
Okay, then after I say that, I'm just gonna go off to a corner and he's gonna start casting his Find Familiar. Just get his. I think it has to be a quasit, is what it said.
And what's the quasit's name? Because you said it's like a special familiar, right?
Well, yeah, because it's from the Demon Lord that granted me a familiar. I don't know. Let me look up demon names. I'll get back to you on that.
His
Deadly
name is
Boop.
Bob.
Deadly Boo.
A fine name.
So I'm gonna try to set Jim Jar's bone back in place.
Medicine check.
He's probably gonna wake up. Come on. Oh no.
You fucking break his leg!
It was the wrong leg.
Yeah.
He now has 2 broken legs.
Oof.
So, Jim Jar screams, "Ah! Ah!" You see blood squirting up now, Edward, and realize you've broken his other leg.
Suck the
Oh,
blood,
shit,
Edward.
shit,
Suck
just-
it.
Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. It's all good.
He
You're fine. You're fine.
passes
You
out.
are fine.
He
You're
passes
killing
out.
him. Who says that? Be quiet, be quiet.
Just go to sleep. Just go to
whatever.
sleep.
He's unconscious, even with the hit points. He's still unconscious on the floor.
I know. That's just to stop the bleeding.
There's blood squirting
Topsy and Turvy come running back in. They've got only a couple handfuls of what look like burnable, dry plants. And what's going on?
You nincompoops, we need more than that if we're gonna eat.
He says, "You need to be quiet, or they're going to find us." Stupid elf.
You sure you want to give them food now? Didn't they
now,
say
we're in
they
this
wanted
together.
to go the opposite direction anyway? Why are they following us?
Well, you need our help. We all need to stay together, says Topsy. Turvy says, "Yes, we will help. Look, we have stuff
I
to
don't-
burn."
Yes, that will start a fire. That will not keep one going long enough to cook anything.
Yes, we get more if you stop screaming.
It wasn't us. It was Jim Jar. Edward tried to help
Look,
you.
I'm trying to fix things. I'm trying to fix things. It's okay. Just go get stuff.
Topsy says, "He's too hurt. You should He makes like the throat slitting kind of motion. He make us slow.
You're a death cleric.
No.
You're giving him a
We're-
painful one.
We're not killing anyone.
We're not killing anyone. If we were gonna cut dead weight, we would all go our separate ways.
No, we'd lose those two.
I've decided on my closet's name.
Ridley.
No, I just really like it. I was getting random ones, and June's came up, and I just really like the idea of a demon named June, just like a completely unthreatening name for a demon. Closet.
Sounds like your human
Could
name
just be
for
what
it.
you
It has
call
like
it,
a real
yeah.
name, but you're June.
Yeah, that's
Like,
probably
it was too hard
accurate.
to pronounce, and you're like, I'm just gonna call you June.
That's June.
So, I guess you guys are around. They're going to be around the fire for a while. Eventually, Topsy and Turvy come back with wood, enough dry plant matter to start a fire and hopefully keep it going all night. Make a medicine or nature check, Boglet, for skinning the Grick very effectively. Yeah, there's plenty of food. You probably can get 2 meals out of it because it'll be spoiled by that later.
Do you have 20 intelligence, or you just have proficiency in nature?
Have proficiency.
Oh,
Well, yeah, eat up. We got a couple days ahead of us.
Stool, the little mushroom. I guess we've met each other, but where is everyone planning on going if you get out? What would you do if you get out of here?
Well, I guess I'd try to get back to Blingdenstone and group back up with my unit.
Do you have any family there?
Not in Blingdenstone, they're back home. You know, my wife and 2 daughters.
I would just, I mean, I don't really have, I kind of live here anyway, but there's like these weird voices I hear all the time, and I'm certain that there's got to be an answer here somewhere. So I'm trying to find out where they're coming from. So that's kind of what my deal is. Hopefully, I mean, who knows? Do you know if like your mushroom people or like the frog people might know anything about it? That's kind of my whole thing. No.
Stool says I haven't heard of any voices.
It's like a really like spooky voice, and he's saying like, "Rrr," you know, and something about, I don't know. It's hard to understand. It's a little strange, but you know, working on it.
Topsy and Turvy look over at you and say, "We've heard the voice too."
I look at them very astutely. Can I make an insight check? Do I believe them?
Make an insight check. He doesn't give you any signs that he is lying.
What kind of voice did you hear?
It's a secret. He said not to tell.
It's a good answer. Stare at them for a couple more seconds, and I just stare away, or I just look away. Oh, by the way, everyone, this is June. And I just like point to the next to me, and there's a closet sitting there. Don't be worried; it won't hurt you.
What the hell? What is wrong with you? That's another mouth to feed.
Oh, he doesn't eat. He's you know, He's just like, I just like to have him around.
Look at those teeth. You cannot tell me that thing does not eat.
It doesn't need to eat. It's not like real. He's just like a you know, like a friend that I
What do you
have.
mean he's not real? He's
Well,
not
like,
even
I
see him
sit
well
there.
enough.
Well, yeah, he's like
This
here.
is not
but-
one of your imaginary friends. This is actually a real thing.
Yeah, but he's not like real. Like I summoned him from like nothing, you know.
So Siobhan, the little creature, begins to like creep over towards you. And you can see it's like sniffing at you.
I'll tell it to go away.
Hisses.
Oh,
I
dude.
hiss fucking back. With teeth and all.
It puts its little tail between its legs and runs around and grabs you, Tick.
Alright, you're fine.
So what does it do? Or it's just like...
What do you mean, what does it
comfort-
do? What do you do? It's my thought.
Question.
Yeah, it's a weird question. It's a living being.
You said it wasn't real.
Yeah,
and now
I
you're
mean,
saying it's a living being.
It's like, it thinks on its own and stuff. I mean, kind of. I don't know. I had a dream one night, and then I woke up, and I just knew how to bring him into existence. So, you know, its realness is sort of in the air, I guess. But, like, he doesn't need to eat or anything. He's just a, you know, just a little dude that I like to have around.
Just a little dude.
Yeah, he's nice. He can, like, see things for me, and, like, he can go invisible. It's pretty cool. You know, this is nice. Look, it gets lonely down here.
Yeah, wandering around in the Underdark by yourself is always good to have some company.
That's yeah. But what are the rest of you guys down here? It's a little crowded for my tastes. What, you guys have voices that you're following, or like, what's your deal?
I follow a higher calling. Yes.
What does your voice say?
I do not hear voices like a mad lunatic.
All right, judgy.
I know the will of the Moonweaver. She wants me to slay demons and beasts like that little thing.
Don't be rude, okay? June can be very helpful.
Oh, really? June, what's 2 + 2?
It looks at you, and you see it puts up one finger, and then two fingers, and then lowers it so that only the middle finger is up.
Oh, damn, it is intelligent. We should smite it now.
What an amusing little creature.
The prince finally kind of... Have we not cooked the food yet? What's going on?
It's cooking, it's cooking.
Not exactly in a gourmet restaurant, so it'll take a bit.
I should say I heard a voice as well. There was a noble ancient seer who read my fate and saw my written before her, and a voice called out from the darkness and told me there would be greatness and adventure if I just followed the path down into the dark places of the world. And so I began to stalk these halls until I was barely captured by those drow.
Anybody here not hearing voices?
Not me.
I'll make her hear a voice in her head that says, "Are you sure about that?"
Does it have a tone, or it's just like monotone?
This is my voice. I can just speak in your head.
You got some weird powers from the voice in your head for making you able to do that.
The little mushroom stools looks over at you, Hiri. As much as you can tell it's looking at you, it doesn't really have eyeballs so much as it faces you. And how about you? You're quiet. Do you hear voices too?
Only when anyone around me speaks.
So wise.
The prince says, well, perhaps we should talk about our sleeping arrangements here. With those drow following us, we can't all sleep at the same time. We need to have a few of us awake just in case. And since I'm the prince, I imagine you should decide between yourselves which of you will be my guard right now.
Yeah, we're not in your court, buddy. You'll be taking your own turn.
I mean, you don't have to be in my court. You should be honored that I'm offering you such a prestigious position.
You're right. June, protect the big beast. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Protect Your Highness.
Yeah, he only listens to me. Okay. We have a special bond. All right.
He says it's actually your lord, but you appear to be a half-breed of some sort, so perhaps you are not up to date with the proper etiquette.
Hey, that's actually a good question. Why do you think you're an elf?
Why do you think you're whatever you are?
Well, because I am one. Look at me. I'm a gnome. You're clearly not an elf.
I disagree. I was an elf, and now I am this.
Okay, so why do you call yourself an elf if you are no longer an elf? Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make me no longer a prince. A prince is a right given to me by birth.
I guess, but...
You wouldn't know anything about that.
No, I really wouldn't. It sounds kind of silly.
So then, again, it's if we're going to continue marching for another couple days, we're best to come up with some kind of arrangement for guarding our camp.
Not much we can do than just look out. Again.
I mean, I can...
I only need to transfer several hours in the night, so I can certainly take a watch.
I'll take first watch.
Topsy and Turvy smile and say, we'll take first watch too. With him.
Ugh.
See, we'll help.
I can do a watch. Me and June can be very good at watching things.
I can take a third watch. I guess I'll stay up with Tyke and his June.
I'll take fourth watch.
I'll take last watch with the Dragonborn since it's hard to see in here.
Sorry, which? I just said I'd take a watch. Was I on the first one then, or was there?
When did you say it?
I said it near the beginning. but I didn't say which watch. I just said I'll take a watch.
You're number 2.
Okay, sounds good.
What about you, Paris?
What about me?
How'd you get down here?
Well, as I said earlier, I had a vision foretold to me by a seer, and
Oh, is
yeah,
Edward that got captured then?
then I
Yes,
and
I
then I
got
got
captured.
Maybe.
Well, we all
Siobhan
got
has a
captured,
seer?
didn't we?
I don't think anybody volunteered for this. No.
I mean, you got captured like anybody else. Not much to say.
Wait, you guys got plucked out from like up above ground, or what were you doing down here?
Oh,
I was busy looking for things to slay in the name of the Moonweaver.
Who was on the
Mary?
last watch? Hiri and Siobhan?
yes. In the name of the moon, I shall punish you. Said that.
So
Why
you're
would you
doing
go-
3 watches. The first one is Boglet, Topsy, and Turvy.
Second watch is Tick. Third watch
And
is.
Paris.
Oh. I thought
And
Tick
June.
wanted to be alone.
Oh, I didn't never said that. It's Tick and June and Paris.
The third watch is Edward,
Yep.
alone.
I guess that's fine.
Or I could do third if Tick has a companion for the second. I'm good with whatever.
I don't trust you. Stay with Tick.
I feel like I've missed a big opportunity to name my familiar Jeeves here.
I'm so attached to that name.
Good name.
I find that I'm quite perceptive. I'm good at noticing things. I don't necessarily need help.
Whatever you say.
But yeah, why were you down? Why'd you go underground if you're trying to slay things for the moon? I don't even know when the
Sailor.
last time I saw the moon was.
Because the things that would come out and hurt people live underground.
Ah, that's
Or at least the things I was hunting were.
There's also things above ground that are people, like birds.
Yes, but I wasn't hunting them.
Why not?
Yeah, but you don't belong down here.
Yeah, it just seems sort of strange just to come down here just to kill things. A little rude.
Yeah, we don't go to the surface and start murdering things.
Topsy and Turvy point at you, murderer.
At me?
Edward.
Oh.
Well, either way, this is sort of weird that so many of us got captured. These guys kind of suck. What? Oh yeah. Hey, why didn't no one really talk about this? What were the big things? What was that about? That was kind of weird. Like the big
What?
bird things and the
Oh.
fly that had a face.
I don't really see it. So you gotta talk about.
Those are the
Any of us
kinds of
know-
creatures that I've come down here to slay.
What do you mean, what is there to talk about? Does that just happen up above ground? That certainly doesn't happen. Well, not that I know of, at least. Doesn't really happen a lot.
Do I know what those were, Chucky? Are those native to down here?
Make a. Well, no, they're definitely not native to down here. Make a religion check.
Could it be an Arcana check if I want to make one? Or does it have to be religion?
I think it would be religion.
Okay. Would you have to be proficient to make the check, or could I?
No, you could roll it.
Balls.
Nice.
You've never seen or heard of a creature like that. But it definitely didn't seem like a natural creature.
I don't know what the hell those things were, but I mean, they gave us time to escape.
Yeah, by killing everything, seemingly. Well, I guess they
Or
didn't kill
drow.
everything.
Who cares if they die? It's good.
Sarth
That I don't.
just looks over at you. He doesn't say anything.
I kind of look over and I say, well, the underground ones at least.
All I'm saying is that I came down here because I heard spooky voices. Those things seem pretty spooky. Like, I feel like there might be some sort of connection there. That's pretty scary, you know?
The
Oh,
prince says, I wouldn't put too much stock into voices in your head.
Why not?
Well, because you sound insane.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, it is very ridiculous. Voices.
Well, how do you... Would you not have voices in your head? How do you think, huh? It was just someone else thinking in my head, okay? If anything, that makes me more sane, because I've got, like, 2 sanities in my head. So, think about that.
Yes. Says, well, I'd like to get some rest if I'm going to carry around... Is his other leg broken now?
Not gonna talk about it.
If I'm going to lug him around another day, then I need to get some sleep. I suggest you do as well.
Very well.
Yeah, alright. I head over to a corner.
Actually, I think I'm on first watch, so I'm out with the 2.
Just falls asleep.
Bogley, I guess go ahead and make a perception check while you're...
Ouch. We're dead, guys.
All right, so Bogley, while you're keeping watch, Topsy comes over and sits by you. He begins to ask you questions about like your family and friends and stuff, and it's several minutes before you notice that Turvey is not really around anywhere.
Where's your friend?
That's my sister. She had to use the bathroom.
Where are y'all from? What are y'all doing so far out here?
We're from Blingingstone.
Blingingstone? Nobody lives there.
Yes, they do. We live there.
Well, we've been retaking it.
Yes, I know. So I'm gonna roll randomly off the list. I guess I'll roll a D4, excluding Bob. That's Edward.
Boy.
Edward, go ahead and remove those rations from your...
All 10?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They're gonna eat all your food while you're asleep.
And item delete. Okay.
Eventually, the other one comes back, Turvey comes back, and Topsy says, "Oh, I gotta use the bathroom now too," and goes like kind of outside of the cave. He says, "That snake, it made my stomach hurt. I wouldn't come out here. It's gonna stink."
I mean, you don't have to try and convince me.
All right. As you guys sleep again, everyone goes through their watches, but you all share a similar dream. Same as before. You walk these dark caverns, running, sweating, frightened. Behind you, a rolling mass of pitch black, writhing tentacles swipe from the darkness. As it moves forward, the ground beneath it falls away. You come to a dead end, and you watch as the darkness overtakes everything. The stone begins to fall away. And right before this mass of darkness is about to overtake you, you wake from your sleep.
At the end of the watch or mid?
When you're sleeping,
Oh.
because you're all sleeping at different times.
Shit.
So, you guys do get a long rest, and everybody would go up to level 3.
Ooh, nice.
For Ryan, still level 2.
Was he multi-glassed?
No, I think
No,
it's just...
he's fixing internet or connecting the fuse.
Jackie, I was looking at the closet sheet because I was just looking it up. What do you take on that? Because that seems sort of like what happened. Like, because I didn't technically get it; it was given to me.
Is it stolen or? Oh yeah, it is. But you have the boon though.
I don't know, boon. I'm now level 3. I could have gotten the boon, but I couldn't take another boon because I already have a familiar.
2 imaginary friends.
Yeah, you'll share it while it's alive.
Choke it in his sleep while we rest.
Alright.
And I think this would be a good point to leave off at. And everyone would have 1 hero point. I actually started making something for hero points that are more than just adding a d6 to a roll.
Hero.
So hopefully
Still
I'll finish
working?
it by next week.
I had an arcane trickster, but it didn't open up my spell book.
Is that a separate thing?
End the game. Good night.
No.